So authoritarianism is not new, of course. It's a feature of human nature. It's arisen in virtually every government throughout human history. We've kept it at bay for hundreds of years. In this country, things are changing fast. The Biden administration is openly authoritarian. But again, they're not the only ones. So are corporations, so is big tech. Alec Berenson has spent the last 2 years exposing what is actually going on with coronavirus, mass lockdowns and mandates. And for that, he has been completely banned from Twitter, which was his main means of communication. He's now on Substack and tearing it up. Much deserved. Alex Berenson joins us now. Alex, thanks so much for coming on. So there's so many those of us who read your Substack faithfully, and I do multiple times a day, have too many questions for you, but I just want to start on something you wrote about just hours ago, and that is on this push to vaccinate 5 to 11-year-old American kids. Bottom line question, is there scientific data as of tonight that shows that that is a good idea and or necessary?
I would say no. There's scientific data that shows that the mRNA vaccine that Pfizer and BioNTech make works as advertised. It causes your body to make a lot of spike proteins. Your body then makes antibodies to those spike proteins. What Pfizer and BioNTech have not demonstrated is that that's any good for children 5 to 11. We know that these vaccines cause side effects. We know that those side effects can be severe. And we know that especially in younger men, there's a lot of myocarditis and pericarditis. There's a lot of heart inflammation that can follow these vaccinations. We have no evidence that suggests that the benefit of vaccinating 5 to 11-year-olds outweighs the risks clinically. Here's what we know. There's a lot of scared parents out there who watch, too much of your competitors. There's a lot of scared teachers out there who don't want to get COVID and think kids are going to give it to them, even though almost all the evidence suggests the reverse is true. And so those people, kids vaccinated, basically for their own peace of mind. And I think that's a terrible thing.
Yeah, it is an absolutely terrible thing. And then the question, of course, arises, it's never been answered. What threat do unvaccinated people pose to the vaccinated? This is a longer conversation. Really quick, and this is complex, but you were the first person I saw to point out that the President of the United States came out on television a couple of weeks ago and said, I demand private employers with more than 100 people working for them impose vaccine mandates. But there was never an executive order to that effect. Has there been, as of tonight?
No, there has not been as of now. And this is really interesting. This goes right to the heart of your questions about authoritarianism. So, just as the Biden administration essentially compelled Twitter to push me off and is compelling social media companies to crack down on dissent around COVID, we may, I hope at some point very soon that I'll have some discovery to show exactly what happened in all of this. They are backdooring a vaccine mandate. And so what they're doing is they're trying to get companies that contract with the federal government, which is a lot of companies,